Linworth Baptist Church, and right now we're in the middle of production of building the sets for our current VBS. We're doing Answers in Genesis, Ocean Commotion, and this is a little documentary on how we built everything. As you can see, we've got our paints here, and we've also got people on the floor drawing, painting, putting things together. So we're going to document all of this for our own purposes, as well as to hand over to Answers in Genesis, because we are a pilot church, and this will be good for them to see how a mid-sized church actually does a production like this. And so one of the things we did when we put this together was we wanted to get a process going whereby everybody had a chance to work with the sets and also contribute. So one of the things that we started was by getting our talent together, our people who felt comfortable drawing, whether it be line art, painting, working on the computer. And the process that we put together was, first we would start by having everybody draw some line drawings, and then what we had those people do is, while they were working on finishing up the line drawings, we would have a team of workers, people that felt comfortable just tracing, transfer everything onto cardboard. While the transferring was going on, those people who had done the line work were also working on the color, doing some sketches, coming up with color palettes. And then once that was done and the line artwork was transferred, then what we did is we started painting everything. And this is something that could be done on a various level with the workers and the talent. So workers could fill in large areas of color, and then some of the talent can come in and then do some of the detail work. And that way everybody has a chance to contribute, regardless of their talent or their skill level. So here you can see we have some line art work that was actually done by some 7-year-olds who contributed. We projected it on the wall with some projectors, posted the cardboard up on the wall, and they traced it. So this way we had even children helping out, and then we would go over it, or somebody with would go over it with a little bit more line art to clean it up a little bit and also make it show up more visibly through the paint. Another part of the process was Kanban that we used, which is really just a series of columns, and then we have a backlog, which is stuff that needs to be done. We have an in progress, which is stuff people are working on. We also have a finished column. What we do is, in the backlog, this is where we start adding cards of things that need to be done. These are different tasks. What we do is somebody will grab a card, pull it over, write their name on it, and then when they start working on the task. And then once some of those tasks get done, then what we do is we move them over to the done column, and then at a glance everybody can look at this and see what's going on and where we are in the process. We also have a blocked column, so if anybody has any problems, they can put their card here, and then me, myself, or Steve can look at that and say, oh, okay, look at the name, and then I need to go find this person and talk to them about what's preventing them from getting this card done. And that's our Kanban process that we introduced. Okay, we're outside the Scuba Shack, as you can see. This is one of the places that we set up weeks ahead of time. We set this up as a kind of an advertisement. We set this up maybe a month and a half, sometimes 2 months ahead of VBS. We put cards out here for everybody, also handbooks for the helpers. People can grab the information here, pass them out to their neighbors. And we also have our t-shirts, which we put out here just before VBS starts. One of the things we also use this for is for meetings on Sundays. So we have 2 services, and in between the services, I'll stand up here and I'll wait for anybody if they have any questions. What we'll do is we'll just talk about it right there, and we also have a meeting on Wednesdays in the evening, and then that way we don't have long periods of time before anybody has to wait to get an answer.
Hello, my name is Lindsay Montgomery, and I've been involved with Linworth Baptist Church's VBS, oh my goodness, since we first started with AIG, and it's been a fantastic journey. I started simply doing puppets and drama, and then finally, when Egypt file came around, me and my family were in charge of doing the set design and all that fun stuff. So through the process, we use Northwest Bible Stage set design, and then we break it down to make it more compatible for our stage and our audiences as well. We tend to gear more towards realism rather than the abstract, but the kids still really like it and enjoy it. The past 5 years have been a very big family thing. So my family has been heavily involved, as well as the Custer family and the Ciabra family, from super long nights here, because we practically live here once VBS starts, starting in May and ending at the end of June. It's been fantastic. Like I said, long nights and lots of coffee and soda and painting for days. It's fantastic. We love it here. It's great. I am so excited this year to start out with Ocean Commotion and see what new wonderful things all these artists and everything have come up with. It's awesome seeing all the church come together and just throw a beautiful set design. And even for our hallways and our foyers, it's exciting, it's incredible, and it's awesome. And that's what a church is supposed to be, to come together and just work together. And I'm so excited. I think I said that a lot, but it's very true. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
We're here in the auditorium where everything is starting to come together. We have two different teams. We have our art team and we have our construction team. Here, the construction team is taking all the artwork and adding it to scaffolding and putting everything together. As you can see, we have a large cave in the center, a lot of cardboard going up, being stapled up. We have a lot of layers. This year was especially challenging because one of the requests was that everything on the stage be able to lay flat or collapse back, because one of the things that has happened in the past is nobody has ever seen this at our church unless they've actually worked here. So we would come in after church on Sunday, everybody would set everything up, and then Saturday night, everything would be torn down right before church started. So a lot of the people in our church service actually never saw the magnitude of some of the stuff that our church has done for VBS here. Northwest Bible Church helps us out a lot here at Linworth. What they do is they let us come in, they let us pick some of their stuff that they've created, and we go in and we select items that we feel will work for us, and majority of their stuff goes into our classrooms, and that really helps out as far as being able to decorate and creating a really rich experience for the kids, so that when they come down in the classrooms that they have all of this stuff that's themed to the same thing that's upstairs in the auditorium.
So here at Linworth Baptist Church, as you can see, there's plenty of construction going on. Part of the set design and one of the most important things of it is actually the setup and the actual planning of it. What we try and do is have multiple meetings, get the ideas of what the set's going to look like, and then we break off into teams and do the painting, the design work, and then the grunts come about the last week of the project. We start putting it all together and making it look three-dimensional, making it look like a set. A lot of sweat, blood, and a lot of hard work goes into it, but we seem to have a lot of fun at it and a lot of volunteers.